I said French fries!
It's National French Fry Day.
Yes, French fries.
You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
Fries.
Happy National French Fry Day.
Don't forget ketchup, please. It's showtime.
What's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome into the Morning Boombox right here on 100mixfm.com. Sports guy Mike DeLon hanging out with you on a Monday. Good morning, girl.
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So, over the weekend, had some UFC action going on. We had a good time.
We did. Yes, we had a great time. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you what. You can cook.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not having French fries for breakfast, but I am going to have some hot wings.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I made about 150 hot wings on on Saturday for the UFC 251 fight. But it was a good time. We had a good time.
We had a good time. It was great fights, some wonderful fights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and like I had said on the other show, on the Sports Guy Mike show, I haven't bought a pay-per-view in at least 15 years. Really? And I was just like, yeah. And I was like, man, it's a lot. I mean, it's not like, okay, so 15 years ago, you know, pay-per-views were $49, $39. You know what I mean? It wasn't a big deal. Now it's like $65, $75. You're like, whoa. But when you put everything in perspective, if we would have just sat home and did it, me and her, and it would have been less than if we would have went out. Because the last UFC fight we did, we spent more than that. So I was like, okay. Right. But this was different. We were like, okay, so we had everybody over. We did wings. We bought this. We bought that. So it got pretty big, but it was a good time. A lot of people were there. Hadn't seen Chris in a minute, Albie's friend. So it was good seeing him. So it was nice. We had a good time. Some great fights went down. And, you know, Rose got her win. I was happy about that.
Yeah,
and so did Usman. So, yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah. Good times.
Yes, the super Nigerian. He was on it.
I'm telling you.
Look, I told you, I usually don't watch UFC, but after watching it with everybody and watching you pop your head in through the screen door,
yeah, right.
You know, I have a new love for UFC. So
yeah, it's good. It's good, and you know what? With sports being lacking, it helped even more. For guys like me. So some things that aren't lacking are crazy, flipped out people out in the world during this pandemic that, yes, people, believe it or not, is still going on. A strip club in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, reopened this weekend without stripping. There's outdoor dining if you just can't resist strip club food. And the dancers, well, they're working as servers. Couldn't make this up if I tried. Yeah. So you can go to the strip club, just ain't gonna be no strippers. Don't understand the point of that.
Yeah, Canada really. That's Canada, right?
Yeah. They stepping their game up. Yeah.
Yeah, because Colorado Springs strip clubs are open.
Right. I don't know how much longer they're going to be open though.
Right.
Saying.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh.
A 76-year-old woman who lives totally alone as a hermit and is isolated in the wilderness in Siberia, Russia, is now at coronavirus risk after a social media influencer visited her. So this woman was living alone, no problem. She was a hermit, isolated from the world, and a social media influencer went to go visit her, and now she may end up with the coronavirus. Awesome, right?
Oh, I'm kicking her social influencer behind.
And yeah, exactly.
We got an issue.
In my home state of New York, outdoor dining may be less risky for coronavirus, but there's this risk. A woman fainted, at the wheel in New Jersey, crashed into a patio that was set up for outside dining. Fortunately, the restaurant was closed at the moment because of the rain. But the fact that this woman fainted at the wheel and crashed into a dining area, you're just like, okay, nothing is safe. Nothing.
Right, of all things that happen, that goes down.
I'm telling you. And somewhere in New York City, there's a problem with rats running under people's feet as they are eating in outdoor restaurants. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, because without all of the hustle and bustle and it not being as busy as it normally is, a lot of these sewer rats are coming up and they're hanging out where they don't have no business hanging out. So, yeah, it's getting pretty crazy out there. Yeah.
They're at the chicken spot, bro.
Yeah, that would be good. My guy. Single people are now having talks about coronavirus before they get it on. One of them says, quote, "It's almost like having a conversation about an STD." People and people in New York are holding parties where you need to bring your negative coronavirus test results just to get into the party, which is a far cry from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where they're trying to get the coronavirus and win a pot because everybody's putting money in the pot, and whoever gets the coronavirus first wins the pot. So, yeah. So people in New York a little bit smarter.
You're just going to go out and get sick and, hey, I won. You won maybe a death certificate.
Right? I'm telling you, not very smart. And finally, it's hard to keep track of all the people who wound up getting arrested over masks. But a guy in Florida attacked a convenience store clerk, and a couple in Arizona essentially coughed on a Walmart employee over being told to wear a mask. So, yeah.
If you want to cough on me, go ahead. Go ahead and test my gangster. Go ahead.
She said, test my gangster.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
And speaking of these masks, you know that we have a chance here in Colorado Springs that it might be mandated soon as well.
It needs to be. I think it needs to be mandated everywhere until this
everywhere.
Can get flattened.
Wear the mask. Mike got a cool new one this weekend.
I did. D got me a New York Yankees mask. That thing is awesome, and it will be displayed today for sure when I go out. So there you go.
I see the navy blue shirt.
Right. So here are some of the numbers. I know that we talked about them, and I know that they're skewed, but. New daily cases in the U.S., 58,349 with 380 new deaths. Now, Florida also set the national record Sunday. It's insane that this is a thing, but I'll just read it since it's on my teleprompter. 15,299 cases in one day in Florida. That's more than South Korea has had total during this pandemic. That just goes to show you that we're not doing what we need to be doing.
No, people don't care. Get off the beaches, get your butts back in the house, wear your mask.
I'm telling you, these people don't get it. All right, y'all. When we come back, Delon's got our 5 random facts for your day. But before that, hang tight because we got some great music coming up for you. Aaliyah, Christina Aguilera, and Iggy Azalea coming up next right here on the Morning Boombox on Mix on 100mixfm.com. Keep it locked, y'all.
Ooh. I want you to ride. Hey, oh, now stroke it, baby. Stroke it for me, stroke it for me, stroke it for me. Stroke it, baby, stroke it, baby. Work it, baby, work it, baby. Stroke it. There is something I want you. I need you.
Makes me work a little bit harder. Makes me that much wiser.
First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. Let them feel it. And I'm still in the murder business. I can hold you down like I'm giving lessons in physics. Right. You should want a bad bitch like this. Drop it low and pick it up just like this. Yeah. Cup of Ace, cup of Goose, cup of Chris. High heels, something worth a half a ticket on my wrist. Taking all the liquor straight, never chase that. Never stop like we bringing 88 back. What? Bring the hooks in where the bass at. Champagne spilling, you should taste that.
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo, I'm so fancy. Can't you taste this gold? Remember my name. To blow.
I said, baby, I do this. I thought that you knew this. Can't stand no haters and honest. The truth is that my flow, HB did the party. Swagger on stupid. I can't shop in no department to get my money on time. If they about money, decline. That's where I'm at. There's so much to get that line of rewind. To get my money on time. If they about money, decline. I just can't worry about no haters. Gotta stay on my grind. Now tell me who that? They do that. Put that paper over all. I thought you knew that. I be the I-G-G-Y. Put my name in bold. I've been working. I'm up in here with some change to throw.
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo, I'm so fancy. Can't you taste this gold? Remember my name. To blow. Trash the hotel. Let's get drunk on the minibar. Make the phone call. Feel so good, getting what I want. Yeah, keep on turning it up. Chandelier swinging, we don't give a film star. Yeah, I'm deluxe, classic, expensive. You don't get to touch.
Still stunned how you love that. Got the whole world asking how I does that. Hot girl, hands off, don't touch that. Look at it, I bet you wishing you could clutch that. That's just the way you like it, huh? It's so good, he just wishing he could bite it, huh? Never turn down nothing, slaying it. Go trigger on the trigger like.
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo, I'm so fancy. Can't you taste this gold? Remember my name. To blow.
Who that? I-G-G-Y. Say do that. I-G-G-Y. Who that? I-G-G-Y. Who that? I-G-G-Y. Say do that. I-G-G-Y. Who that? I-G-G-Y.
You're listening to 100 Mix FM, the best mix of hit music from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
With silence.
Tell me
cry, and I believe him. Well, he never meant to do anything wrong. It's gonna get worse if it waits too long. Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Oh, now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Searching through the day and till the night, they wouldn't stop till they found him. They didn't know him and they didn't understand. They never asked him why. Get out of my way! They heard him shout, then a blinding light. All they could see was him running down the street, out of the shadows and into the night. Now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Oh, now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Oh, don't give up, keep running, keep hiding. Don't give up, Billy, if you know you're right. Don't give up, you know that I am on your side. Don't give up, oh Billy, you better, you better, you better run for your life. Now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Oh, now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Oh, there came a night and you feel behind, shadows were on the ground. Nobody knew where to find him, no evidence was found. I'm never coming back to hurt and cry, and I believe him. He never meant to do anything wrong. It's gonna get worse if it waits too long. Now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can't find you. Oh, now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not.
Phil Collins on the morning boombox on 100mixfm.com. Before that, Thomas Dolby, which he blinded me with science. Sports guy Mike DeLon hanging out with you on a Monday.
Yes, a Monday. Ugh.
It really freaking feels like a Monday for sure. Like,
Yeah.
to the point where I'm like, I'm sitting here I'm doing this, and then I'm trying to get stuff ready for the Sports Guy Mike show. And then I just got a couple emails from another business that I'm in, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I need a minute.
I got your back.
Anyway, so some 5 random facts for your Monday. DeLon, what do you got?
Man, I have got the randomness. All right, guys. We've all been to Skate City. We like to get down. Denver, I know you can go around the park down there in Denver, rent skates, and go around Washington Park. Roller skates were invented in Belgium and patented in 1760.
Wow. That's a long. That's That's going back there quite a ways. I bet they were wooden too, or
I was
something.
about to say the same thing. What were the wheels wooden?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. A city called Whitehorse in the Yukon in Canada has the least air pollution of any city in the world.
Yukon. It's called Yukon.
No, it's called Whitehorse.
Oh,
in
Whitehorse
the Yukon.
in the
Yes,
Yukon.
Whitehorse in the Yukon in Canada.
Canada. Okay.
Yeah, Canada. All right. Every single year has at least one Friday the 13th, and about 11% of years have 3 of them. 2026 is one of those triple years. Our current year has 2, March and November.
Not my favorite day.
Nah, no.
But that's only because I'm a superstitious weirdo. That's why.
Okay, I don't like the movie, so, you know. I associate that with the movie. It's scary. I'm good.
Right.
No more.
Little Jason Voorhees. There you go.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. All right. The first recorded use of the F word in human history was in 1528 when a monk wrote it in the margins of a book to express how much he disliked an abbot.
1528 was the first time anybody used the F word.
Yep, and it was a monk.
That's insane. The fact that it was a monk on top of that makes it even weirder. That's crazy.
Dang, and I love that word. That's my favorite word, so I'm with him.
Yeah, it's somebody else's I know too that needs to maybe sometimes not use it so much. Not anyway. Go ahead.
The first fast food burger chain in the United States was White Castle.
Yeah.
And, yep, that's what I'm talking about. It was established in 1921 and was the first chain to have every store make its food in one standard way so it would look and taste the same everywhere.
That's what's awesome about White Castle.
Yes.
Not only do White Castle fries only come in one size, but the fact that it's all on a flat top, they all have the same holes. Everybody throws the onions. It's all the same. Doesn't matter where you go. The castle is the castle.
The castle is the castle. Man, the castle. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. That's my 5 random facts. Hang tight. Stay with us. Keep listening to that great music we got going on right here.
Appreciate it, Don. I got to say this in regards to the White Castle.
All right, tell me. What's up?
Growing up in New York, the castle is almost a part of your upbringing. And I'll tell you why. Because at first, you may go with your mom or dad or your uncle or maybe your older brother or whatever. But then as you get older and you're into your teens and stuff, then you're going with your buddies and it's the late night and then you start drinking. And then after you've been drinking, you want to go get some castles. So it's a big part of it was a big part of my growing up. I don't know how it is for, some of these kids now or the generations now in New York, but that was a big part of my growth. Like when we went back, when I took Janet and the boys back a few summers ago, one of the first places we went to go eat was White Castle because they wanted to go so bad, especially Janet. She was like, man, I can't wait. And like people who haven't experienced it, when they don't get it. They don't get that you sit there with a tray full of burgers in boxes.
Yes. You don't get it. Like
it's an experience, and it will always be a very fond memory of my upbringing. You know what I mean?
Love White Castle. It should come this way, but I don't think it goes any farther. The furthest one from here, I think, is Missouri.
Oh, really?
Illinois. Yeah, Missouri or Illinois, but on the far east side of Missouri.
Right. Huh.
Yeah.
Might have to take a trip out there. No, I'm just kidding.
You
So,
in Missouri, holla.
right? Be like, hey, I'm on my way. All right.
Okay.
Coming up next, y'all, some interesting information that I got from ABC 7 right here in Denver, Colorado, about a bear and a shark. If you're trying to figure out what I'm talking about, you're just going to have to stick around until after the music to find out what we're talking about. I got Justin Timberlake, Michael Jackson, and Taylor Dane all coming up next right here on the Morning Boombox on 100 Mix FM. Keep it locked, y'all.
Don't be so quick to walk away. That's me. I wanna rock your body. Please stay. That's me. You don't have to admit you walk away. That's me. Let me rock you to the break of day. That's me. Got time, but I don't mind. Just wanna rock you, girl. I'll have whatever you have. Come on, let's give it a whirl. See, I've been watching you, and I like the way you move. So go ahead, girl, just do that ass shaking thing you do. So you grab your girls and you grab a couple more, and you all can meet me in the middle of the floor. So the air is thick, it's smelling right. So you pass to the left and you sail to the right. Don't be so quick to walk away. That's me. I wanna rock your body. Please stay. That's me. You don't have to admit you walk away. That's me. Let me rock you to the break of day. That's me. I don't need no heart. Just wanna rock you, girl. You can move, but be calm. Let's go, let's give it a whirl. See, it appears to me you like the way I move. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Pull you close and share my groove. So you grab your girls and you grab a couple more, and you all can meet me in the middle of the floor. So the air is thick, it's smelling right. So you pass to the left and you sail to the right. Don't be so quick to walk away. That's me. I wanna rock your body. Please stay. That's me. You don't have to admit you walk away. That's me. Let me rock you to the break of day. That's me.
Talk to me, boy.
Disrespect, I don't need no harm.
Talk to me, boy.
I can't wait to have you in my arms.
Talk to me, boy.
Hurry up, 'cause you're taking too long.
Talk to me, boy.
Have you naked by the end of this song. So what did you come
I
for?
came to dance with you.
Come on, I
Came to romance with you.
fall off your
Don't take a chance if love is here on the floor.
Hey, it's me. Yeah. Come on, baby. Don't be so quick to don't walk away. Come on, dance with me. I wanna rock your body. Let me rock your body. Come on, dance with me. You don't have to admit you. Don't have to admit you. Wanna play? Just dance with me. Let me rock you. Do. Come on, dance with me.
Talk to me, boy.
No disrespect, I don't mean no harm.
Talk to me, boy.
I can't wait to have you in my arms.
Talk to me, boy.
Hurry up, 'cause you're taking too long, baby.
Talk to me, boy.
Better have you naked by the end of this song. Boom, 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 Don't be so quick to walk away. I'm just thinking of you. Don't be so quick to walk away. We could do something. Don't be so quick to walk away. Like the way you look right now. Don't be so quick to walk away. Come over here, baby. You feeling me? Let's do something. Let's make a bet. 'Cause I better have this day of strength. I promised I would never ever be returned. When my baby broke my heart and left me young. As we walked to the room, there were faces staring, glaring down through me. Someone said, welcome to the doom. And they smiled with eyes that looked as if they knew me. This is scaring me. We walked up the stairs to the ceiling blue. There were two girls sitting in my room. She walked up in my face, said, this is the place. Used to meet you right here in noon. This is Heartbreak Hotel. Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. So this is Heartbreak Hotel. This place is Heartbreak Hotel. I hope it's dead. She thought that I had cheated for another lover. I turned my back to see that I'm undercover. Now I can't convince this girl that we no further. Someone's evil to hurt my soul. Every smile's a trial that in me got to hurt me. This is scaring me. Then the man next door had told she's been in tears for 15 years. This is scary. We came to this place where the vicious slept. Found that wicked women from the strange hotel. We was separate and soon every girl that I knew. And my baby said love is true. This is Heartbreak Hotel. Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. So evil Heartbreak Hotel. This place is Heartbreak Hotel. Someone got my heart. This is Heartbreak Hotel. 10 years ago today. This is Heartbreak Hotel.
it's never ending. As long as I receive the message you're sending, body to body, soul to soul, always feel you near. So say the words I long to hear. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Tell it to my heart. I can feel my body rock every time you call my name. Love on the run, breaking us down. Though we keep holding on, I don't want to lose. No, I can't let you go. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is the feeling love or just a game? Tell it to my heart. I can feel my body rock every time you call my name. Tell it to my heart. Tell it from the start. Tell it to my heart. Tell it to my heart. Tell it from the start. Tell it to my heart. Never make it stop. Oh, take it to the heart. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Tell it to my heart. I can feel my body rock every time you call my name. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or
You're listening to 100 Mix FM, the best mix of hit music from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Let the good times roll. Let them knock you around. Let the good times roll. Let them make you a clown. Let them leave you up in the air. Let them brush you rock and roll. And let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Oh. Let the good times roll. Let the stories be told. Let them say what they want. Let the photos be old. Let them show what they want. Let them leave you up in the air. Let them brush you rock and roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Oh, won't you let the good times roll? Good times roll. If the illusion is real, let them give you a ride. If they got thunder appeal, let them be on your side. Let them leave you up in the air. Let them wash times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Won't you let the good times roll? Won't you let the good times roll? Let it roll. Good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Let them roll. Good times roll. Let the 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 good times roll. Let them roll. Hearts on the streets and the pavements are burning. I sit around, trying to smile, but the air is so heavy and dry. Strange voices are saying, what did they say? Things I can't understand. It's too close to comfort. This heat has got right out of hand. It's a cruel, cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone. The city's crowded, my friends are away, and I'm on my own. It's too hot to handle, so I gotta get up and go. It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone. You're not the only one. It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone. It's a cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel summer. Now you're gone. You're not the only one. It's a cruel summer, leaving me.
Bananarama with Cruel Summer right here on the Morning Boombox, 100 Mix FM. Before that, Cars with Let the Good Times Roll. Sports guy Mike DeLon hanging out with you on a, oh yeah, it's Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. For real,
Definitely
for
Monday.
real.
So there's always some interesting news here in the state of Colorado, and Dee can attest to it just because she's been here longer than I have, and it just always seems like there's always something weird going on in this state that you can always report on. Let me put it to you this way. For those of you that don't live in Colorado, the news never has a problem finding stories in this state.
Never.
So 2020 is when we learned about murder hornets, but it turns out that they're not only, they're not the only animals going rogue apparently in this apocalyptic type year. First, let me do this. A 54-year-old guy just outside Aspen, Colorado, was attacked by a bear on Friday. How, you may ask? Well, I will tell you. The bear managed to open the door to the guy's house, barge inside, and then swipe at the guy's face and neck. Not making this up, y'all.
That bear just so violated him and
right.
Breaking it, he got a B&E, breaking and entering.
Yes.
What's up?
Yes. Now, the man needed emergency surgery, unfortunately, for severe face and neck injuries. Wildlife officials caught and euthanized the bear. And they say that there's nothing this guy did that made the bear break into his house or attack him. The bear did all that on his own. So the guy didn't provoke, he wasn't messing with the bear. The bear basically, like you just said, pulled the B&E and just decided to go buck friggin' wild inside this man's house.
And there's another lady that Manitou. There was a lady in Manitou this weekend that got it too. She got attacked by a bear.
Telling you, man.
Scratch marks down her back. A B&E for the bear. I'm speechless.
Lock yo ish. Yeah. Lock it up. Lock it up.
With a bar and a piece of wood,
you know what I'm saying?
Like they did with the castles.
Back in the day where you get that 2x4 to wedge it in between the sliding glass door. Yeah. If you ain't got one of them, you better get you one. And our second animals are coming story of today comes from the Marine and Freshwater Research Journal, where scientists in Australia found a new species of shark that can get out of the water and walk on land.
No.
They say there are a few species of sharks that actually can walk on their fins, but this new one they found developed the ability more recently. Yes, sharks are evolving the ability to hop out of the water.
No.
Sharks, yo.
No. Dude, that's why I don't go in the water anyway. Because 1 second you can feel the bottom, and then you take one more step. There's nothing there, and underneath you can be sharks. Them sharks can come up into the waiting area, the swimming. Yeah. And now you're telling me they walk, and they probably walk on the water too. Yeah, don't go back to the water, yo.
On their fins. How crazy is that?
What?
I mean, now keep in mind they really can't get that far. Even though they're coming out of the water and they're kind of, waddling, they don't go, they can't get very far. It's not like they're getting up on a hind fin and taking off after you. You don't have to worry about that, at least for now.
Right. I'm until we reporting somebody that got chased by a shark and ate. Because the shark that ate walked on the damn beach.
So we got those from ABC 7 in Denver. And BGR.com. Yeah, crazy stuff, man. Animals are losing their ever-loving minds. All right, when we come back, do you have some entertainment news that you want to share with everybody? We'll go through that.
I do.
And, okay, I'll save it for when we come back. I got Go West, Fine Young Cannibals, and the Gin Blossoms all coming up right here on the Morning Boombox on 100 Mix FM. Keep it locked, y'all.
I don't need to fall at your feet just cause you cut me to the bone. And I won't miss the way that that you kiss me, we were never carved in stone. If I don't listen to the talk of my town, then maybe I can fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king I wish for, baby. I am the king I wish for, thinking. I refuse to give in to my blues. That's not how it's gonna be. And I deny the tears in my eyes. I don't wanna let you see, no, that you have made a hole in my heart. And now I've got to fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king I wish for. Get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king I wish for, thinking. Listen to the talk of the town, and maybe I can fool myself. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I'll tell myself I'm over you, 'cause I'm the king I wish for, thinking. I'm the king I wish for, thinking. Over you, I know I will. You made a hole in my heart. My love shed a tear for you. I'll be the king I wish for, baby. I'll get over you, baby. I know I will. I'll pretend my heart's still beating, 'cause I've got no more tears for you. I'm the king I wish for, baby. I get over you. Oh, I know I will. You made a hole in my heart, and guess you don't recall. I was yours and you were mine. Forget it all. Is there a line that I could write? Sad enough to make you cry. And all the lines you wrote to me were lies. Much so past the love that you struck dead. Did you love me only in my head? The things you said and did to me seem to come so easily. Love I thought I'd want you to believe. Whispers at the bus stop. I've heard about nights out in the schoolyard. I found out about you. I found out about you. Rumors follow everywhere you go. When you left and I was last to know. Your favorites now and there's no doubt. In all the places you hang out, they know your name and they know what you're about. Whispers at the bus stop. Well, I've heard about nights out in the schoolyard. I found out about you. Time to up and on AM radio. You know it's all I think about. I'm not your name just past your house. Your boyfriends or I want your life around. Whispers at the bus stop. Well, I've heard about nights out in the schoolyard. I found out about you. Stop. Well, I've heard about nights out in the schoolyard. I found out about you. I found out about you. I found out about you.
You're listening to 100 Mix FM, the best mix of hit music from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
When it feels like the world is on your shoulders and all of the madness has got you going crazy, it's time to get out, step out into the street where all of the action is right there at your feet. Well, I know a place where we can dance the whole night away underneath the electric stars. Just come with me and we can shake your blues right away. You'll be doing fine once the music starts. Oh, feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Dance until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Oh, the rhythm of the night. Oh, yeah. Look out on the street now. The party's just beginning, the music's playing, a celebration starting under the street lights. The scene is being set, a night for romance, a night you won't forget. So come join the fun, this ain't no time to be staying home. Ooh, there's too much going on. Tonight is gonna be a night like you've never known. We're gonna have a good time the whole night long. Oh, feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Dance until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Oh, the rhythm of the night. Oh, yeah. That's right. Come join the fun, this ain't no time to be staying home. Ooh, there's too much going on. Tonight is gonna be a night like you've never known. We're gonna have a good time the whole night long. To the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. To the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind. To the beat of the rhythm of the night. Oh, yeah. To the beat of the rhythm of the night. Ooh, forget about the worries on your mind. La 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 la. La 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 la. The music's playing, it's a celebration. The music's playing, everybody dance to the beat of the rhythm of the night. Oh, 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 oh. Forget about the worries on your mind, 'cause you can leave them all behind. To the beat of the rhythm of the night, dance until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind, you can leave them all behind. To the beat of the rhythm. Girl standing there, made just for me. If I opened up my eyes, then maybe I would see. You know you always cross my mind. I'm gonna get that girl and do it right this time. Balance always say, why do you feel this way? I'll always love that girl until my dying day. Don't try to change my mind because hearts don't lie. She got this girl who loves this guy. All I hope for in my dreams at night, she walks right through the door. You know you're always on my mind. I'm gonna get that girl and do it right this time. Please, no more. I can't take no more. You know what I know. It's
You already know what that is. Al B. Sure with Rescue Me on the morning boombox right here on 100mixfm.com. Before that, DeBarge with Rhythm of the Night. Sports guy Mike DeLon hanging out with you. You like how I threw that family member one in there for you? Bam.
Yeah. I was sitting here and I was like, ooh, I was thinking about how El DeBarge got a little sugar in his tank. And then and then all of a sudden I heard my cousin come on and I was like, hey, do you want to Hey.
It's never a bad thing to throw I'll Be Sure in the mix of anything.
Nah, and just so y'all know, that is kinfolk. Al B is the kinfolk.
Yeah, so, we need him on this. You gotta get him on. You gotta get him on the show.
I'm gonna work on that this week. Let me see what we can pull together.
Yes, that would be awesome. So you got some music entertainment news for us? What's up?
I've got some entertainment news and I've got some good news and some bad news. So I'm gonna give you guys the good news first.
Okay.
Which is a story about a Karen. Yes.
Oh God.
Yes, we found a Karen, and this one just happens to be a radio host. A radio host in New Hampshire is looking for a new job today, guys. Diana Ploss apparently decided to throw a tantrum when she walked out of work at the office building, and she was speaking very racist as she cursed out the landscapers who were doing their work and speaking in Spanish. It was all caught on video. Dang. WNM of Bartis Russell Broadcasting issued a statement this weekend stating Miss Ploss is no longer affiliated with the station or its home company.
Good.
So another Karen exposed and out of here. And the bad news is I just saw this and it just kind of jammed me up. And I don't think a lot of people knew this, that she was even ill. Kelly Preston, John Travolta's wife, has passed away from breast cancer.
About 2:30 this morning.
Yeah, 2:30 this morning. It was a quiet battle with breast cancer. The actress died Sunday, according to the family rep. John Travolta's wife of 29 years, diagnosed about 2 years ago. She chose not to reveal it to the public, which is all of us. She chose to keep it, private with her family. They've been undergoing the treatments for a long time. Kelly's known for being Jerry Maguire, being Jerry's sexy girlfriend that gives him a few body shots when they break up.
Right.
And her and John, 3 kids. One of them has also passed away earlier, and that was Jet. But R.I.P. to Kelly Preston, and prayers and condolences out to John Travolta and the family.
Yeah, Janet told me this morning. I pulled up morning, info that I get every day in my email, and I was a little taken back by it. One of the most naturally beautiful women. Look, I know everybody thought that back in the day how good looking John was, and let me tell you something. She made him better looking just by standing next to him.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at a picture of him right now, and John looks like he belongs in Madame Tussauds' freaking wax museum out in Vegas. And then you got Kelly, who's just, her smile lights up a freaking room, She was gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. 57 years old, gone way too soon. She is survived by by John, of course, their son or their daughter, who is 20 years old, Ella, and their 9-year-old son, Benjamin. And like you alluded to, Jet died when he was sick. He died when he was 16 back in 2009. But she's been in some pretty good movies. The last movie she was actually in, believe it or not, was with John, where John played John Gotti. Yeah, so she played Victoria. Yeah. what a crazy that they were able to do that together. And I like you said, I agree with the whole just natural beauty. And
she's gorgeous.
Every time I see her like on the talk shows and stuff, she'd make me laugh. She had a great personality.
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah. She was just gorgeous, man. She really was.
Yeah, that's my entertainment for you guys today. I'll have some more tomorrow, all week for you. All week entertainment music to go to. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
So coming up next, I have some entertainment news of my own. Matter of fact, I'll give you one before we go, since I'm not a country music guy by any stretch of the imagination. However, I do like me some Darius Rucker, and I am a fan of the group Hootie and the Blowfish.
Are you Hootie?
Darius Rucker and his lovely wife Beth are actually splitting up after almost 20 years of marriage, and they're doing it Hollywood style. Sadly, in their announcement, I saw this on his because I follow him on Instagram, and it said in his announcement on Saturday that they used the phrase consciously uncouple. So they're uncoupling. I've never heard that in my life. So here's the statement Darius wrote, Beth and I would like to share that after much reflection, we have made the decision to consciously uncouple. We remain close friends and parenting partners and continue to be each other's biggest cheerleaders. Our priorities will always be our beautiful family. We have so much love in our hearts for each other and will continue to encourage growth and expansion in one another. Please be kind as we take on this journey, and we thank you for your love and support always. Now, they got married back in 2000. They have 2 kids together. They have Daniela, she's 19, and then they have Jack, who's 15. And Darius also has a 25-year-old daughter named Caroline, but she's from a previous marriage. But so they have 2 together. First of all, Daniela's gone. So I don't okay, I understand that you have to co-parent Jack, and I get that. And you know how much I love Darius. But really? We're uncoupling? Aren't you getting a divorce? Isn't that what you're doing? You're getting a divorce, Darius.
Yeah, uncoupling. I like that. I kind of like that, though.
I mean,
Hollywood. I know some people that uncoupled this weekend.
She said uncoupled this weekend. All right, y'all. So there's your music and entertainment news for Monday, July 13th. Thank you, Delon. Appreciate it. Now, coming up next, I am going to tell you guys about the next Fast and Furious movie. And you're not going to believe where it takes place. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Keep it locked right here on the Morning Boombox on 100mixfm.com. I got George Benson and Guy, as well as some JoJo coming up next. Keep it locked, y'all. Don't go nowhere.
Whenever dark is falling, and know the spirit of the party starts to come alive until the day is dawning. You can throw out all the blues and hit the city lights, cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. Give me the heat action. I'll taste the dine, a glass of wine, a little late romance. It's a chain reaction. You'll see the people of the world coming out to dance, cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight, and we'll leave the others on a ride to paradise. And if you feel alright, we can fly. Just give me the night. Give me the night. All this music in the air, lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight, and we'll leave the others on the ride through paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers, 'cause I see that starlight look in your eyes. Don't you know we can fly? And if we stay together, we'll feel the rhythm of the evening picking us up high. Never mind the weather. We'll be dancing in the street until the morning light. 'Cause there's music in the air and lots of love everywhere. So give me the night. 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 Give me the night.
Oh yeah.
Baby.
Yep, yep. Oh yeah, baby. Groove me tonight. Yep, yep. Oh, really like the way you groove. Hey, really like the way you groove. Oh, tonight. Tonight, baby, please. When I get you home tonight, baby, it's gonna be alright, girl, just you and I. Hey, let's recognize true. Hey, girl, are you in a romantic mood, singing ooh? Won't you groove me tonight? Sing along with me, groove me, baby. Yeah, even if it's for a while. Enjoy this good love and with a smile. We'll go out tonight, have a little on your candlelight. We'll go out tonight, baby, have a dinner on the candlelight. Then you can grill me, baby, tonight. Grill me, baby. You want to grill me tonight. Ooh. Come on, baby. Grill me tonight. Oh, don't tease me with your baby's girl. Tell me you are in my world and you never leave. Girl, don't make me plead with you. I need your love, only you, my love. Singing, oh, grill me, baby, grill me, baby. wait. Don't say no, don't say maybe. Give me, baby. Hold up.
Listen, it ain't over. It's not over. The party's not over. Yeah. All right, get. All right now. This is the party. And that's it. 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 And that's it.
Yeah. Tonight. It feels mighty sweet when you groove me, baby. Yeah. Tonight. Right now.
You're listening to 100 Mix FM, the best mix of hit music from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yeah. I've been waiting all day for you, babe. So won't you come and sit and talk to me and tell me how we're gonna be together always. Hope you know that when it's late at night, I hold on to my pillow tight. You think of how you promised me forever. I never thought that anyone could make me feel this way. Now that you're here, boy, all I want is just a chance to say, hey, get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late now. I can't wait for you to be gone. Cause I know about her, and I wonder how I bought all the lies. You said that you would treat me right, but you was just a waste of time. Tell me why you're looking so confused when I'm the one who didn't know the truth. How could you ever be so cold to go behind my back and call my friend? Boy, you must have gone and bumped your head because you left a number on your phone. Maybe I'm the one to blame, but you think that you could be the one. Well, I didn't work out that way. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late now. I can't wait for you to be gone. Cause I know about her, and I wonder how I bought all the lies. You said that you would treat me right, but you was just a waste of time. I wanted you right here with me, but I have no choice, you gotta leave. Because my heart is breaking with every word I'm saying. Oh, I gave up everything I had on something that just wouldn't last. But I refuse to cry. Oh, tears will fall from these eyes. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late now. I can't wait for you to be gone. Cause I know about her, and I wonder how I bought all the lies. You would treat me right, but you was just a waste of time. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. It's too late now. I can't wait for you to be gone. Cause I know about her, and I wonder how I bought all the lies. You said that you would treat me right, but you was just a waste of time. Get out, you and me. It's too late, darling. You about her. You said that you would
would treat me right. She was just a waste of time. You think I'm pretty without any makeup on. You think I'm funny when I tell the punchline wrong. I know you get me, so I let my walls come down. Before you met me, I was alright, but things were kinda heavy. You brought me to life now. Every February, you'll be my Valentine. Let's go all the way tonight. No regrets, just love. We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. My heart stops when you look at me. Just one touch. Now baby, I believe this is real. So take a chance and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. We drove to Cali and got drunk on the beach. Got a motel and built a fort out of sheets. I finally found you, my missing puzzle piece. I'm complete. Let's go all the way tonight. No regrets, just love. We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. My heart stops when you look at me. Just one touch. Now maybe I believe this is real. So take a chance and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. Get your heart racing in my skin tight jeans. Be a teenage dream tonight. Let you put your hands on me in my skin tight jeans. Be a teenage dream tonight. Just one touch. Now maybe I believe this is real. So take a chance and don't ever look back.
Katy Perry with Teenage Dream on the Morning Boombox right here on 100 Mix FM. Before that, JoJo with Leave. Sports guy Mike DeLon hanging out with you. So I got to ask you, do you know who, first of all, I don't know if she had the baby yet, but you know Katy Perry was pregnant, right?
Ooh, oh yeah,
Oh, there you go.
I heard about her and little Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, can you believe that?
I heard about them too.
I actually
Katy Perry.
It threw me off. And I'm not trying to be, Mr. Judgmental here, but looking at, I don't know, man. I mean, they're both very nice looking people. I get it, but they just seem very different. Although the rumor is that they're both very odd, weird, like oddball people. You know what I mean? Like during freaking, what am I thinking of? During American Idol. So, the pandemic hit and the first like Zoom on computer thing, she came out dressed as a bottle of hand sanitizer. That's how weird this woman is. Yes. You see what I'm saying? But I hear Orlando Bloom is very odd too. He's a very oddball guy. At least that's what I've heard. Just saying. Don't know.
Yeah, and you know them oddballs, they gotta stick together.
They do. They do. All right. The next Fast and Furious movie, I don't think I would ask you to guess, but I don't think that you will. Ludacris is hinting that the next movie will take place in space. That's right. In an interview last week, he said that the movie is 100% done shooting. But because of the coronavirus, it's been pushed back until April 2nd of next year. Now, the host that interviewed him joked that creatively, she was unsure where they could go next unless they did something with space or submarines or something to that effect. Well, Ludacris said, and I quote, "I will say that you are very intuitive because you said something right, but I'm not going to give it away." So it's either going to be in space or in a submarine, apparently. It's just
in
that
water.
weird.
It, you know, ever since that boy died, ever since Paul Walker died, the franchise has kind of lost its mind.
Yeah. They kind of lost its mind before that, but yeah.
It's not the same. It's not. The first few are the greatest ever, except for Tokyo Drift.
But God.
Yeah, like I lost it after like 7, 8, 10, 13. Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Space, water, one of the two. We're probably gonna get both at some point, Mike.
I'm telling you. So it'll be interesting to see. They're already wrapped, so we'll have to wait and see what they're doing. Okay. It is about that time for a little game that we like to call Yes or BS. And this is where I'm going to give Delon a statement. She's going to decide yes, it's true, or no, it is total BS. If you want to play at home, feel free. Today is National French Fry Day. So that is the topic. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, I had French fries for breakfast. Yes.
All right. She said she is ready. Hold on. We got to get our music in here. Got to make sure our judges are ready. Judges, you guys ready? Hold on. Everybody check their buzzers. You guys ready?
Checking.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Sounds like they're ready. Okay. In France, French fries are called pomme frites. Yes or BS?
Man, I don't know no French. The French thing I know is French fry and French kissing. I'm going to say, yes.
Okay, judges? Yes. Or just Fritz or Fritis or however it's pronounced for short. Pomme actually means apple, but pomme de terre means potato. So the the direct translation is apple of the earth. So whatever. All right.
Yeah, that's an apple of the earth. It's because it's a little dirt ball.
All right. According to the USDA, 25 fries equals 1 serving of French fries. Yes or BS?
Yes.
All right. She says yes. Judges? No, it's actually BS. The USDA considers 12 to 15 fries to be a serving, but most fast food places give you 2 or 3 times that many. A few years ago, a professor at Harvard, said an official serving should be only 6 fries. Yeah.
Get the heck out of here.
But yet we probably get about 40 fries in one of them things.
Yes. You probably, and I mean, McDonald's too, they
hook you up.
They be hooking you up.
All right, number 3. Speaking of McDonald's goes through over 1 billion pounds of French fries every year. Yes or BS?
Let's go with BS.
All right, BS. Let's see. Judges? No, it's actually, yes. It's actually much higher than that. They go through 3.4 billion pounds of potatoes every year, or about 9 million pounds of French fries a day.
So it's BS.
Yes. Well, it's BS that that's a lot of French fries being eaten. All right. Number 4, according to a recent survey, our favorite condiment with French fries is ketchup. Yes or BS?
I would say it's not my favorite. I don't do it too well with French fries anymore. I ate it too much when I was little. But I'm gonna say yes on that one. There are a lot of people that like ketchup.
All right, judges. Yes, it's actually and it wasn't a trick question. 55% of people say ketchup goes best with fries, and then ranch dressing was next at 15%. So there you go.
What do you use on your French fries?
A little bit of salt. I don't do ketchup anymore. I did it like you said. I did it too much as a kid, so I'm just like, I'm good. All right.
Yeah.
Last one. The largest French fry ever made weighed more than 24 pounds. Yes or BS?
Yes.
All right. Yes, judges? Yes, a group of people in India made it back in 2018 by molding a bunch of potatoes together. This thing weighed in at just over 24.25 pounds. And I'm looking at the picture of this daggone French fry, and it's huge. This thing is big. It's a big old French fry. It's long. It's like on this table, and it actually looks cooked. I don't know how they cooked it, but
I don't know how to cook. Yeah, because the middle better be done.
Yeah, right. That would be nasty.
The middle would probably be mashed potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to eat it with a spoon or something.
With a spoon. Hey, so what? 3 out of 2. What I get?
You got 3 out of 5.
All right.
Not bad.
All right.
So there you go.
I'm still ahead of the computer, y'all. So yay!
Right. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. We got some more music coming up for you on 100 Mix FM. So keep it locked here for that. D, anything you want to say to nice people before we get out of here?
Nah, just keep it. Keep it masked up. Colorado, look.
There you go.
Mask
it up.
Y'all keep your mask on, and you get your mask on, you'll stay blessed and you'll stay fresh.
There you go. All right, y'all. Thanks again for hanging out with us, making us part of your day. We appreciate it. As always, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel right here on the Morning Boombox, 100mixfm.com. I got Eagle Eye Cherry coming up. One more song for you. And then you can listen to all the music you want. And as we say around here all the time, no sweat small stuff. Right here. See it.
Go on and close the curtains, 'cause all we need is candlelight, you and me, and a bottle of wine, and I'll hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish it were so. So take this wine and drink with me. Let's delay our misery. Say tonight, fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Say tonight, fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. There's a log on the fire, and it burns like me for you. Tomorrow comes with one desire, to take me away. ain't easy to say goodbye. Darling, please don't stop to cry. 'Cause girl, you know I've got to go. Oh, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow comes to take me away. I wish that I could stay. Girl, you know I've got to go. Oh, Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. And fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. And fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow I'll be gone.